We are looking to make some salsa verde today. I've got some tomatillos, some green tomatoes, which you can substitute if you don't have tomatillos. You can certainly work with just a green tomato. Got these ones here from Catherine Rossi over at Lady Raven Meadows Farm out in the South End. And we got some wonderful cayennes. I don't know if it was going to be a good idea to wait for those to go red, so we decided to go ahead and harvest them green, which is where I'm going to let the ingredients tell you what to make. So I end up with some beautiful tomatillos from Rochelle Rocha over at Seasons Pharmacy and Culinaria, and these wonderful cayennes from Catherine Rossi, as well as some green tomatoes. I've also got some lemon thyme out in the garden. So really simple to handle this. Start out with run a bit of water over it. You're going to notice on your tomatillos there's a little bit of a stickiness on the outside. You want to rinse that off. It has the ability to add a bitterness that you don't really want. So once you get those rinsed, lots of good nutrition and vitamin C and sort of a piquant, tomato-esque flavor. Really great for salsa. And this one here, we're going to make a green salsa. So we've got these really nice looking cayennes. And I'm just putting these all into a mixing bowl. And it's not required to do this. You certainly can dry roast them. But I like to put a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to be putting some in the recipe anyway. So I've just got a extra virgin olive oil. Give them a liberal dressing. And go ahead and just put those into a roasting pan. And we're going to put those under a broiler 5 minutes. And actually set your timer. Don't let these go too long. And if you check in 5 minutes, don't see the color you want to see these blister, blacken definitely into the dark browns. You don't want to have all of it go to where it's totally black. And you're going to be able to pick off a good amount of the skin. Some of it can stay on, or you can just leave it all in and have a really strong roasted flavor. Something else I'm making as part of one of the dish components is a baba Ghanoush. So this is basically just a fall harvest. We've got garlic right now, and we've got zucchinis. So a little drizzle of olive oil, and just really hard roast them right under the broiler. This one here is a preparation. You can use it as a dip alongside things like hummus. I might turn this into like a salad dressing. But basically we're going to have a really nice strong roasted zucchini flavor, and it's going to pair really well with some roasted garlic. I peeled the roasted skin off. Again, you could leave it in for something a little bit more rustic. It wouldn't hurt the flavor. It would add a little bit of a bitterness. But there's the skin peeled off. And you can also see that I squeezed out one whole bulb worth of roasted garlic. So I took those items, put them into the food processor, pureed the roasted garlic with the roasted zucchini, add about quarter cup worth of olive oil and about a teaspoon worth of salt. I just tasted it. It needs just a little bit more. At the moment I haven't got any fresh lemon, but I've got a lemon thyme vinegar. And I'm not going to put very much. I just want to add a little bit of sharpness. Beautiful coloration. Really nice consistency. It's going to have a wonderful depth of flavor for two ingredients, you know, two primary ingredients. And there we go. Our tomatillos are ready for us to take a look at. Let's get these shown here first. There we go. So let's get these tomatillos out. Woo! Gonna need a couple more minutes, but you can see where things are at. So I'm actually gonna give this about 5 more minutes. I've already turned it once. So I want to see that blistered, dark brown roasted coloration on it. I've got some lemon thyme from the garden. It went to flour. I don't really want the flowers in this, but good hearty stuff. So I'm going to get the lemon flavor that I want. It's It's going to kind of be more towards like a hint of basil, mostly oregano in this lemon thyme. It works really well for these type of preparations. So here we got the roasted tomatillos, green tomato, and the cayenne peppers. Also, we've got the lemon thyme and olive oil, and a little bit of sea salt. Really not a lot of ingredients going on this salsa verde. We did just process the baba ganoush, and there's a little bit left in the food processor. It doesn't affect the flavor. Matter of fact, that actually would contribute to like a thickening base for the sauce. So this little bit that's in here won't hurt. Matter of fact, with the roasted flavors and the roasted garlic especially, I think it's headed in the right direction. So we did have a little bit more roasted garlic, and we're going to add that in to the salsa verde now. So garlic goes in. When you do roasted garlic this way, it does get really delicate, but you're left with this, sort of the bulb and the skin. You know what, if you're doing a roasted chicken stock or something along that line, just throw it in the pot. Wicked flavor. I'm not going to do much with peeling these. The skin's blistered up really easily, and I'm pretty pleased to just go ahead and put them in as is. I'm going to put about half of the solids, so 2 of the tomatoes, maybe 5 of the tomatillos, and 1 of the peppers in this portion. I know that my food processor won't quite carry all of this. And one more item I like to add when I'm making a salsa verde, these wonderful salt cured limes. They will actually give me quite a bit of salt content. I'll put about 3 of those right into the food processor, and like I said, they're going to give a nice, strangely it tastes, despite it not being fresh, these ones here are actually about 4 months old. Just salt packed with 1/8 of a cut, so quarter the lime and then cut it in half across the equator, and you'll end up with 8 morsels, and pack it with salt. Put it on the windowsill and wait until all of the salt dissolves, and it'll start to make sort of a savory marmalade. You can do that with limes, lemons, tangerines, really any citrus fruit, and it has a weird way of actually giving a floral note, and somehow it even tastes fresher, and you get to use the whole thing. Like, you use the rind, just get the seeds out of there. Anyways, we're putting that into the food processor, and I'm going to put quite a bit of this herb, the lemon thyme, right into the food processor, and we'll get the peppers. Oh, and you're going to want all of these wonderful juices. Let's get that all in there. So we're going to buzz this, and once that's done, I'm going to add salt to taste and a bit of olive oil to correct the consistency. I think we hit this one out of the park, folks. So I've combined all the contents, and so we ended up with this wonderful there's salsa verde. Nice pourable consistency. Wow. I mean, you can taste every individual ingredient, yet it comes together as one salsa that really, I mean, there's no reason you shouldn't be making this at home. So, make a salsa verde. Put it on your eggs. Put it on grilled chicken. Put it in a quesadilla, a taco. The lime, the tomatillo, the lemon thyme, everything. So good. Gotta try making some.